places in all of college football. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kick off to get us underway. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. He's off to the races. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Penn State.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. To the ground, he's got it again. Breaks the tackle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And the ball is picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Still running at the 40. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Can't get him to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit. And the offense clearly saying we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
To throw, it's Cunningham. Finds his big tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Of 13. That's a first down for the offense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Into the end zone. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive limits.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he got...
The receiver.
Just as he released the pass, it's incomplete.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field. And look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Excellent coverage that time, didn't... possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Cunningham. He finds his man. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Here we go with the run on fourth down. The Tigers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous. Chewed up a big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive line to push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in his hands.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Coming after it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Needing a conversion, Auburn comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He'll just keep slinging it. Got a man. It's Robbins. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Auburn doing business in the red zone. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Here's the give off the left side. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No reason reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the back. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Got to have it. Got to start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Takes the easy completion. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
It's complete to the left. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Lofts one high and deep. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the football.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Movement here from the tight end. Right back to the well. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
I I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Just couldn't quite hook up on that last pass play. Now it's third down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third down, going up top. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big fourth downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam them, you know the ball's going to come out pretty quickly, but he does a great job winning at the line of scrimmage. QB and him, same page. Fourth down, no problem.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Nice catch along the sideline and great effort to stay in bounds. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He'll try to do it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
He did a really good job on third down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On third down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Cunningham. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You see.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The no-frills unis, but big-time swag from their backers in getting the sack.
And we are linebacker youth. We find linebackers year after year that get after the quarterback that are so athletic, just straight playmakers.
Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Florida managed to avoid being Gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Six-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Trying the left side. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Right back to it. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Cunningham. Makes the pass. Complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Keeps the legs moving. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He'll take it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Pulls it, fired complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and look for room. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play.
Of the third quarter, with the score, Auburn 14, Penn State 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Fires to the right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. 2nd down coming up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Let's it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Number 33, set to advance on the football.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Quarterback floating away from pressure.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on. And I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
Oh, what a spin. They stop him just a